是一个没有感情的刷钱机器。我是一个没有感情的刷钱机器。
Geeking.
Well, this'll work. Well, this'll work.
Okay, well, no. Yeah, I'm a little surprised with black windowless, I guess.
30 seconds to battle!
Yo, I don't know. Shinkyu will try something, you know. It's very his style to do his own thing. But I'm excited to work on this storm. Obviously, I'd love to see a better game than what I saw yesterday. So, we'll see.
This be about it!
What's the build for 3 shadow, by the way? You know, heavy shadow poison? Faith Beyond can secure some farm, or if he can secure his shadow poison, and then watch how he's gonna go after hold 11 on this tinker.
No, don't.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, there's so good, like you alluded to, there's so good mid in China. You know, you got Triple was playing Tape right now, who's an amazing mid. Not to say XM is the top player in China. Dom's great mid, like, so many good options. And then PD, I mean, he's a good mid.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack!
Bit of a quick back. Good Jackal. Since in trouble. W has level 2, but it's been Jackal hard shot. You go get it. So first, come in for Vici. What are you getting down to innocence? Start the off one.
No blood for you, no blood for you.
Yeah. But that's the Orient. It feels like he never loses his life. Not to say nothing to talk about. Obviously he played amazing yesterday. Just the 3-0 over Ehome and when he is like constantly. But it again just the very like good mids in this region that we can see matchups like this. Shackle blood right high. Eating the blood right constantly. Wonder like how in it they are right now.
You're almost as good as me.
Coming off the plan, it's always hard to gauge.
Yeah,
it's like that. It's just tired.
Exactly. I mean, it's always difficult to know, right? Because there's so many different factors that can go into it. That when you get to this point, it's like, you know, maybe like you said, maybe people are tired. Maybe they feel like they need a little break potentially. But you know, these guys, I'm sure they fiend pubs. You know, there's always that to consider as well.
I'd like to see how pubs did before this. Because it's only 2 and UI over, and they've got Heavenly Grace. Or fine after that. Really no way. And actually, going in another second.
But look at top lane as well. Ooh. I was going to say, I mean, the problem is when this void spirit starts to get low mid, right? Like this thirst starts making the Bloodseeker really powerful. So now he can just start pressuring this top lane really hard. Our man has to be pretty careful up here right now.
The fortified castle comes in as well. So right ignite will be thrown at all. The sound about these heroes, they have nothing to say over mid. Balance strike, I believe, missed from him.
He hit creeps. He got some life steal.
Did he? It didn't seem like much, but he's still the blood rate won't end. Mischief. Gonna be up to line, but he want to be beforehand. I say it's not gonna be enough to keep him alive. Maybe I'm evidence of lying, and it does survive. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was good. That was cute, you know. I've been watching him and he hasn't really been using a mischief a whole on the blood right so far in lane, but gets it right in the key moments. You see here as well, Ori hits the level 6 first and just instantly tries to lay the pressure down.
Yeah, got out aggressive and getting another kill on a nothing. He's definitely second time. He just got back to lane. Meanwhile, Eric attacks the fade beyond.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, so I've just realised the Zombie Knight pretty good against Shadow Demon in lane, because not only can you purge the Shadow Points, but you can also purge the Soul Catcher. So Faithian's decided to go for the poison with the disruption, which I guess makes more sense in terms of like making moves and trying to make plays across the map afterwards. And definitely helps your farm speed.
Oh, again, Ame. Thank you. Getting real cute though.
That's the selfie.
So, just the people who maybe understand the interaction with Mischief and the blood rate got silent, right? So, we'll see exactly action when he uses the Mischief inside the blood rate like that.
Okay, so do you remember how it used to basically make you like immune? So you can still get hit by like stuns and silences and things now, but you just don't take damage anymore. It's the main thing. Always made a rotation up to top here.
Yeah, and they're going to go and try to find Ame. They've got the other force. They didn't, but there's the push coming out of Ame. I think you're just too low. I will also say, when I say it for the people at home, I'm just deciding that as a question of things that I don't know. To be honest.
Top lane, Shackle.
Out on the ogre. Or down electric vortex, holding them. They won't get another turn.
So tanky though.
Ori on the one with no Incute and have Avalanche toss. He just did Eddie. We'll get all of its character. We're a couple over, but they won't get any.
Look at the level difference though between the Void Spirit and the Storm right now. I mean, Ori has a 2-level advantage already. So like he's been able to take these much earlier moves, and Void Spirit's like come up to the top lane, but he's level. Well, he's just about to hit level 6. But very, very sad for him. He's actually getting Atos first on Bloodseeker as well.
Well, yeah, okay. There's been some different Bloodseeker builds I've seen, and it seemed to be pretty standard in some events.
As long as somebody else goes Veil on the team, I don't mind. I think the Atos is really good against these like maneuverable heroes like the Void Spirit and the Monkey King. So I don't mind it too much. I think it's okay. Again, it still gives you this really good stat bonus to work off like the Veil does, because you have the double crown components. And like ever since Drums got nerfed, you know, you can see more and more different crown build-ups. We still see Drums, we still see Veil, Ogre.
Killed, or you getting the kill on instant. And we talked about yesterday, you didn't really get to see the Ori too much, but today
he's angry.
Yeah, I mean too. But a team that just made a fool out of everyone in the Chinese region except for 4 angry men who don't just yet. I I mean, they exist, but they don't. You're on a team, but you're not.
Oh, nothing to say. Oh. Okay,
God.
he's fine. Never in doubt.
Levels.
Never in doubt. Game slowed down a little bit
Back
though.
off. Back off.
What does that really benefit?
I'd argue probably LGD, but again, I still feel like Vici are going to hit a timing here where because this Storm's had such a good start, they can start making plays off the Chronosphere. They're going to start making plays off the Rupture as well.
Thank you for a second. Took that out of toss. Well, getting tossed into the air and landed on a stack of creeps.
DY is literally... Imagine if an Anomaly Knight and an Ogre had to fight each other. It would literally be the most boring fight in history. Innocence is just warded up here. And he does have a ward available, but I don't know where he wants to try and, you know, play with this smoke. Tiny's coming as well.
D-word, DY.
Oh, looks like they wanted to try and make a smoke play up to the bounty, but...
Hold 11. You get spotted. You got the Firefly supposed to be here comes over, off away. They got the Rupture off the follows the blood right down. They're chasing Chunyu. And they'll almost get also Naame. This is like a three-pronged fight. You just get a Chunyu and Ogre TP's out.
Just got an inventory on Monkey King, by the way, after that credit. Good stuff.
Use their get all the tiny. And exactly the results from Crux here.
Yeah, but they got the tiny at the same time. Like, so yeah, it's definitely not ideal. Like you said, you kind of want more from all that spell usage. Storm top lane again.
They're going. This Void Spirit. They putting down. DY Hamilton and all of them.
Oh, they're gonna glyph here as well.
Structures are fortified.
From Dire Stone. We're up here. And make it a fifth. What's this one up? What's here is Smash ult.
No chrono. Storm's only got half mana or so right now.
Shackle. Okay. Vicious Shackle, not gonna let it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What a power shot. Just jump all the way in. Look for the kill on the Jinku. They're in between the front of the tier 2 Faith that comes over. Going
There's Monkey though as well.
Shackle and Faith on with the power shuttle as the border. It's bringing all the life. Vincent's coming around the back. Plus, to add anything that they can get their hands on. They had stay on a little bit longer because it's some trouble disruption. Saving on and keep them alive. He's popped the Jingu and Ori. The kid. So Ahmed falls. Ori falls afterwards with the and that's 6 times going the way of this voice, which is now covered massively. Overall, bit of a huge thing.
Yeah, I'd say a decent win for LGD though at the moment. Like, yes, the Monkey King dies, which is a shame, especially when he's on the way to Battle Fury. Look how close he is to level 9. I think if he has a point in Wukong in that fight, it's completely different. Because you go for this more like farm eccentric build with the tree dance. Because you want to go like the 2-0-2 in the laning stage, and then you want to max the tree dance to help your farm potential. But he means he just, doesn't quite have the Wukongs yet, and... Unfortunately...
Shit, Tom. Like that from you. I get nothing to say.
He's actually not going Orchid on the stall though, he's just rushing Bloodseed. What?
Oh, look, Dire's fortified, I see.
I'm really surprised. It looks like a great Orchid game to me.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Do you think the game changes off tags?
What, on the Shadow? Yeah, he did. He did go first iron. Wow. I thought he'd go like something into Axe, but I mean, we've talked about it already. It's a really good Axe game. You know, with the break that comes through, it's going to be so... It basically makes Bloodseeker a melee creep because he doesn't get this insane maneuverability from the Thirst anymore because it just purges it off for like the whole fight or breaks it off even.
Arcane power.
What do we have at the moment? Oh, we're going to Bloodstone yesterday. There was a couple we thought he would okay and survive, but he ended up holding. It was very interesting. He had 20 charges. Yeah, go Avalanche and Plus again comes through. They've got the shackle up with these heroes. They're probably going to get one, if not two, but the Ether ran in. It's going to save him in the disruption. See, so they get nothing out of that. Well, by the side of OGD to keep people up, and this is what we talked about. The seed is going to come through from this Dao demon. And it should come. He's got the axe. Oh no. No, not yet, but finally after the chrono expires.
Goodness. I mean, that was a really nice play. They didn't know exactly which tree he was on, but they just went for it, found it instantly. But it helps them both the fact that they both have a 20 blade, so they had like double the chance. But yeah, I mean, every time you can kill the Monkey King this game before he gets Battle Fury, it's going to be huge. Another looking top lane as well for Faith Bian.
Yeah, he's mightily close to this axe. Warrior right under his nose. And falling in the vortex. Here, beyond. Mr. Vavi ends up disrupting the orbs.
Did you see him disjointing the disruption animation over and over again? That was really nice. Yeah, do you remember we were talking though about before how the LGD cores would probably want to fight relatively early? After the start of the game they had, they couldn't really do that. So now Chinyu's suffering a little bit on this Tiny because the blink's starting to slow down a bit. You know, he's still about 700, well, no, sorry, 400 gold or so away now. Which isn't too bad, but it's not where he wants to be, right? Ideally.
He's really got a slow game, and you can see net worth to the first compared to the top two. They're able to be so much more active, especially where he's been all over the place. So right, 8-1. It's probably not the 11 kills to start off this game just a minute then.
I agree. You do have to say that at the same time, LGD are going to hit this timing soon where they're going to have like items that all come online together. They're going to have the Monkey King Battle Fury, which isn't really a fighting item, but it does help. They're going to have this Yours on the Void Spirit. They're going to have Axe on the Shadow Demon, and they're going to have Blink on the Tiny. So it doesn't matter that they're 2K network behind if they can use this huge item spike timing to like try and make plays happen on the map.
Just back to the battle here on Amin. I don't know if he's going to look to fight. I know Love's going for that axe afterwards, and then really pushing into farming out very quick that way.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he did start fighting with it, but well, I mean, it's like he has potential to if he feels like he has to. Because Monkey King, yeah, Monkey King's one of those heroes that reminds me like old Life Seed or like Ursa. When you go for this Battle Furies and things, your skill set innately helps you to fight, just because of how like strong you are with Jingu and Wukongs and whatnot.
Missing middle.
What does Void have? Asha go S&Y.
I personally feel like Vici aren't making enough of this strong point in the game where they are, where LGD aren't ready to fight yet.
Yeah, because we saw how Warrior was able to beat in going on Heroes. I would love to see if they continue to keep on the bottom, get the kind of PYW, they just run him down. And that's the it would go put him in the Battle Fury. He's got the Battle Fury. And now you're going to see his net worth start to skyrocket, where you're going to take out creeps, jump around, primal strength, finish off, just move all over the map. His farm gets kind of disgusting with that Battle Fury.
They have an ancient stat ready to go as well. A huge item for the Storm in the Nether Shore. If you look at the dire side of this game, not only does it amp his own magic damage along with the Bloodstone, but the fact they have the well, it's actually taking Essence from instead. Okay, well, I mean, in general, it's a good Nether Shore game though, right? It doesn't matter who takes it. I mean, Bloodseeker could, an Omni Knight could, I think. That Nether Shore is going to make somebody so innately tanky here against like the Tiny Burst, the Shadow Demon Burst, Void Spirit Burst.
On by the axe and caught overrated having some and blood right avalanche on here keeping on blind got the sun of the time voice spirit falling with the throne comes up but so it actually locks out the bounce striking both of them up to the ogre magi Wukong span comes down but it's not gonna take the life go ahead and then so there too he's the only one Vici just worried thinking about moving back in we'll keep the Monkey King then tackle on the get it on a Chunyu afterwards. But he gets credit for that, and buyback comes from OGA. So a good back for Vici. They worry a lot. And, well, I think Vici at the moment. And they potentially might want to just get out of there and start losing. But he was subject to got the electric vortex. They're going to say, is continuing to farm for media. You know, try and help it. There's nothing to take from Castro step to lose innocence potentially. He just fall back, so he's dead. Time back, and this is a possible Roy. Say, and all is got a double turn their attention over on the and hit the rod of kill. The avalanche is not a come back on the strike coming in. They're gonna come back. Eric and all of them just get back and fight. They got the blood right down. And so much work. They come over and they'll kick out so Polo needs to run. Double kill. Avalanche from Chunyu. And after all is said and done, Vici was a lot. It looked like they could have come out very much ahead, but that's a full team of GD.
I'm pretty sure Faith Bian was the only hero that survived. I'm pretty sure.
He died originally in the chrono.
Right, okay, so he did come back alive. So everybody died, I think.
Yeah, I think everybody died in that.
All 10 heroes died.
And Innocent died twice. Jesus.
Dude, 11 heroes. Jesus, this is... Did you see how much damage that axe does, though? It's crazy. This guy's almost level 15 now already, and we're 20 minutes into the game. I will say that this Storm was having a really nice time in that fight, though, because he was getting so many Bloodstone charges. I think if they kind of just extended a little bit too far when they went closer to that tier 2 mid, like onto that high ground. If they just, you know, play around their... near where the chrono was before, you know, the TPs that come in from LGD after the initial chrono fight, then they can't support them quick enough. God, I love games like this.
I love games like this that I get to spend with you.
Oh my god.
All out in, and look at how far he is already, but Faith, they do want to save this. Comes out, it's beyond, bird. Oh, it ends on a army from Africa. Avalanche comes in, they've got the phone up on him. He pulls the meteor hammer down with PYW. It's right on top of him, and he gets these. As they finish off Ame. All females over the Jinkies, Rockers, water to get the 3 heroes down on the side of LGD, and not much of a rebuttal from this entire team.
So the Storm is so strong when he gets blood raged up by the Bloodseeker. Like, he's doing so much damage.
Middle tower is under attack.
He just zips it all the way through, and he's like killing the Shadow Demon almost instantly, it feels like.
Ame was so close to getting his axe. He's getting so he got caught out. The chrono yeah.
I thought you meant with a plane.
That's another thing that's just going to farm very, very quickly if he's able to kind of find space. But I will say he's doing a great job of like choking out the map.
We have to remember it's like the blood run as well, so it's not just his item build. Look how quickly he farms here. And I will say though that I'd be interested to see what he builds next. Like normally you'd expect it to be something like a BKB. You look at this game, it doesn't really save him from necessarily what Vici have. Rupture, the chrono. It'd be interesting to see if he goes for something like a satanic potentially. So there, I actually have no idea. Scardy. Okay, he's got Abyssal queued up. Fair enough. I guess that makes sense when you're playing against Storm Void.
So, Ag's Abyssal. Equally. They've got nothing to say. God, just the combination that they have. Vortex in the shack. And it's so much fun.
Storm has 20 Bloodstone charges, by the way. He's going back to normal now.
I think the way forward, now they've got the Vortex, and they'll find another Shadow Demon. Not much you can do. 21 Bloodstone charges.
don't know. It feels like LGD is just taking turns to get kicked off for it. They really don't want to take these big engagements at this point in the game, and they're getting punished really hard. And we're playing against like Wind Ranger, there's Rupture, there's this big Storm Jump. They have so much catch on
Radiant's middle
Vici.
tower is taking a drubbing.
And Vici, yeah, doing a really good job of punishing. This Void's about to finish MKB.
Radiant's middle
Things
tower
are going to get real scary.
Keeping an eye on Storm. He's almost like this order. I'm gonna say going for the axe and almost silence with that axe is enough to kind of these team fights a little bit more. They've just been able to call nothing to say so quick now.
They need to be able to find the Omni Knight in the backline. Problem is he has 2,200 HP. He has a bracer, a cloak, and he's sitting on... Oh, no, sorry, he had the heavenly bracer. It's only 17 and got 1,650 HP. It's fine, don't worry, easy kill. He's actually going to have a mech suit as well.
The time.
We talked about the save potential from LGD with the Shadow. The just for Vici is so good. DY getting a lot for 5 position.
Gonna smoke up though. He's getting a lot of farm, but at the same time, he just exists in a fight. We were saying though before that Omni Knight spells innately making a difference in the fight.
No such things.
Okay. Right click coming in on innocence. Use it up for a little while. So I don't think I can help him out. Erica using the over and the shackle.
It's under attack.
You see that cute play by Chunyu there? Yeah, bounty ring with
And then you got both lost.
Boy, Dyer's got the tower. He's taking a beating. Dyer's structures are fortified.
I really do. Do LGD feel like they're struggling to be able to take fights soon? Because
If you get the Subtle Blade, I would think so.
yeah, like I said,
Or
a
maybe
missile,
Basher.
like they're gonna have the axe on Void Spit relatively soon as well. But is it enough? Because at the moment, how are they gonna have enough damage to kill the Storm and the Void
Boy, Dyer's
when
got
there's
the
an Omni Knight just
tower.
sat
He's
behind it?
taking
You have a
a
mech coming
beating.
out on the turret. I don't see enough damage in their lineup.
Bottom tower is
I
fallen.
think they have to try and find like pickups and then like take the fights +1s.
Vote for Primal Spring all the way down. Secret they land a shack with a meteor hammer. Focus the Cronus with now making a lot of trouble. Shadow didn't save for Fate. Can't have the avalanche hitting on a character. Got the guard angel, but there's gonna so it's hope get going on. They'll give out and assembly is gonna be enough. No, it goes to the back line trying to wait for the fight. It's gonna take the other down the go to the bang towards the back. Shackle doesn't land anywhere, but Fate Beyond's doing a lot of trouble with a lot of agents coming in from 11. Use the disruption, try to survive, but there's no chance of that. He ends up one down. Meanwhile, don't worry, all to go the footage. He's still sitting here with the shadow ammo and tries to help out the picture. Now he's dead. OPY decided to go. Now an 11k lead for him on top of that.
Great fight. I mean, the PYW shackles are amazing there. Like, they shackle the Monkey King firstly, right to the tree. Then there's the Chronosphere, and then the follow-up stun after the Chrono from the Monkey King onto the Ogre. Armo's basically just controlled up that whole fight. There's nothing he can do. Because even with the Faith Beyond save, like with some of the Chrono duration, structure,
Yeah.
again, they just don't have enough damage in their lineup to make most of these plays work. That's to see Wind Ranger not go MCD as well.
Dyer's bottom tower is crumbled to the dust from which
Do like the meteor hammer.
it's the fate. Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Especially with the workplace damage there as well. Tower is so
25 PYW. Talk. Now they get the gun PYW and go towards the back. They found DUI, so kill here could be if they get finished off DUI. They'll go to the single side of meteor and just activate the fire. We'll take out Innocence gets double kill. Like like the kills. Finish this dash that's massive MVP.
I've heard carries don't like kills. It's fine.
I heard support the kills. As a support player, I would agree that carries like their kills.
How funny would it be though after they go 9-0 in the playoffs in the on LAN? come back. Like, hell yeah. We did really well. And then they just instantly lose their first game to Vici.
I think the last 3 games were on land, so we played series on land.
Oh,
But
2
still,
series
I get your
on
point. I get your point.
Same thing, same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So I just wasn't sure.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, so he's got a Basher on monkey. Now he's going back to the beat.
I don't hate that.
That's okay. But again, like we talked about before, it doesn't save them from everything they have.
Yeah. Well,
He's going to go for the save. I think that's a good... doesn't want the orb. See, Pat sword really good with the Jingu. They have to find these supports first. They need the Omni Knight. They need the Wind Ranger.
they're fitting to the Chrono one. It's gonna. Oh, it's like big too. Running forward and Freddy. Still not engaged into the fight. He says, "But what's the good? Well, this look at this moment. They have the already teams are getting out." And Chronosphere can be over as well as Monkey King from beyond trying to see him. He kind of killed off it. There's a Mami's got he was down. Get a triple go today, and they look at the back forward phase beyond. He went again. Phase beyond trying to survive. It's not looking likely. And Vici going on to take up another and that play. Wow.
Well, they think about calling it like maybe one more fight against Chunyu. I mean, the problem is they need to play off this Wukong quicker in the fight. Right? Like if they get the Wukong down before the Chrono, this Monkey King becomes so much tankier. But every single time it feels like they're finding these shackle openings, they're finding the Chrono open. And yes, they have the save for the Chrono in the disruption, but again, they're not... LGD can't kill anybody. If they're not killing anybody, how are they winning fights? Ever. It's great that you have this defensive capability. You have so much catch on Vici and so much chase that they'll carry on running.
Oh, this is ready to go on. Over came out of that DB. That's 20k. Back-to-back team fight losses, or back-to-back full team fight losses. They've lost so many heroes in all these fights.
It's not looking great. Yeah, we'll be honest. Telescope for the Shadow Demon. All right, they won. That's how it goes.
They can't even get in their approach. They're gonna be working with another Aegis.
Hurry up. No cheese snatches today.
Ball lightning all the way on a face. And they've got the stance as well as the blood right, so yeah, this guy's still beloved.
Ori has 30 Bloodstone charge.
So yeah, this is what I was a little bit expecting. I can't watch Ori do poorly on Storm Spirit multiple times in a row. It just doesn't happen.
Like, he just gets an extra 10% spell up. Plus the original 8%. Plus the Bloodseeker Blood Rage.
Cool.
Breathe on Omni Knight as well, man.
So
DY's so far. DY's never seen this much gold in his life.
I don't want that. Falling all the way out the back. Oh, he ends up dead. He's got 5 back. He probably doesn't even want to use it, but problem first thing the silence on a whole county as well as the storm. The Vulture is through him, and nothing to say. It doesn't have to again, so the bullet in the air as well as meteor hammer. It just swapped back to disruption will save you, but in his food survive. Eric is like, can I get up? YW, he's up there, the Wukong command down. They get in front of this. Boy, make a little bit too much blood, but Hanson goes down there, over everything to get the pounds on a throws. They look over at the Wukong, might put it, they get the avalanche against the Aegis. Eric, the little back, ready for Reeves, and now Jack coming out on this Omni right. They have the sure that it's on a feet down as well. They get the kill on this Shadow Deep. Never see my back on. It goes into the back on. Omni Knight can't get it. Electric Ward. The right damage coming in from him. So we'll get the kill on it. And call Vici. They say,
We know she's